Hi everyone, welcome. Today I am going to get ready, at the same time do my March Q&A. So thank you to everyone who asked me questions on my Instagram stories. If you don't follow me on Instagram, my Instagram handle is up here. It's also linked down below where you can follow me, and every month I will post a request or 4 questions on my Instagram stories. It's there for like 24 hours and you can put any kind of questions. I love to do Q&A videos because they're more relaxed and I put my makeup at the same time. So let's pin up the hair and get started. I have no idea what I do. My face needs a bit of moisture. I have this new #1 Chanel Red Camellia Revitalizing Serum in Mist. Got this from my Kaima. Kaima is, in Cantonese, it's like godmother. Yeah, I call it mama. So anyway, Kaima gave me this. So it's supposed to shake it up and then spray it on your face. I tried it last night. Actually, I love the smell. Jingy, are you excited for the Fendais to drop? Getting any pieces? No, I'm not. I'm not getting any pieces. I actually only saw the Fendais collection when it when it was showcased during the runway or something like that, like months ago. I think it's interesting. I'm going to wait for it to drop and then take a look. Maybe I shouldn't say I won't get any pieces. It's very unlikely because my collection is, you know, pretty boring and classic, and I'm not so into really trendy pieces right now. But if there is something that catches my eye, it could be a top, it could be a pair of shoes, it could be anything, then I won't say no. But at the moment, you know, I'm just waiting for it to actually appear on the sites and wait for all the IG posts. Okay, we'll just wait for that. Chihuahua, were you ever tempted to sell your bags for profit? Example, Hermes. I think it's always in the head like, oh my gosh, I can sell this bag for so much more. But when push comes to shove, when I actually sell my bags, I actually sell them for loss. So I never actually profited from any bag. Let me think. Have I ever? Maybe a couple of bags, like a little bit where I sold at retail, but they were brand new bags. But otherwise, most of my bags, I use them and then I let them go. So I always think of the cost of the use of the bag. It's like my little rental of the bag and enjoying it while it was there, and then I sell it and get back my below cost. So with my Hermes bags, I won't sell it at what I bought it for because, you know, I had to invest in getting it, right? You know, the pre-spend and all. So if you consider that as a cost of the bag, actually I would not be making a profit from the bag. So it may look like a profit, you know, when you sell it at, say, 50% more, but actually that 50% is the cost of my pre-spend. So that's probably the way I would go about selling my Hermes bags if I ever sell it in the future. I got chocolate as well for my birthday. TCABES 129. 2 questions. What and how many quota bags you want in the journey? You know what? I'm not rich and I don't have the lifestyle for a person to have so many quota bags. In fact, the quota bags that I have today, at least the ones from the store, the Kelly and the Birkin, they are more than anything that I can would have ever imagined in my entire working life. So, you know, if I get another bag, it's like a bonus. It's, yeah, I only thought I could ever have one. So what and how many? At the moment, 2 is in my head. If I could get another one, which is not even, I can't even comprehend it. Honestly, truly, I'm not even like exaggerating. It's so much money to buy for a bag. Not including, you know, the investment that I have to be, you know, being a customer at Hermes. It's an investment. It's like me buying more luxury items that I want. I'm not just buying for the sake of buying, but the ones that I buy, it's in its investment because it's putting money into buying things where I should just buy a, let's say, a Zara t-shirt or a Uniqlo t-shirt. But instead, I am funneling my funds to buy a more expensive t-shirt. Of course, I have to like it before buying it. But those are things that, you know, it's kind of like spending. And then after that, boom, you get an expensive bag. I don't want to be negative and say never, no way, oh my God. But really, it's mind-blowing, a lot of money. So I can see maybe one more, okay? Honestly, I can see one more because of my lifestyle. I mean, how often can I carry my bags? I'm working from home. I don't go out very often. I use them during the weekends. So maybe one more, okay? Maybe one more. I'm gonna put it out there, okay? One more quarter bag and 3 quarter bags. That's just like, wow! Your other question, they say could be World War III. Make you want to cut down spend because unsure of the future? Interesting question. I know I had couple of comments, I think, in some of my videos about how insensitive that I am still putting out unboxings and you know, stuff like that. And then, you know, there are people suffering in Ukraine. I get it, you know, but I'm not being insensitive, but I'm not out there to solve world hunger, unfortunately. And everyone has their own things to deal with. Behind the camera, I could have things I'm dealing with. Behind the camera, I mean, you could be having things you're dealing with. And yes, there's war. And I mean, we can do what we can do. You know, you can donate. You can support certain causes that provide food, provide, you know, medical equipment. Do that. And if that makes you feel like you're contributing, do that. But to stop your life and just, you know, be all upset about it, I don't know what to say. Like, that's your choice. Because we still gotta live, right? We still gotta live, we still gotta work, we still gotta save. Because we gotta work, otherwise we're not gonna get money to contribute to helping people. Part of living, for me, personally, is to enjoy the fruits of my labor, which is, I don't know, buying things. And, you know, for me, it's buying my handbags. For you, it could be buying your, I don't know, really nice, yummy, expensive food. For you, it could be saving for the holiday, especially with travel that's all coming up. Cutting down, I think that's natural even without the war. I feel like a lot of us, things are very expensive now. It's, you know, food is expensive, little things are expensive. I'm like, do I want to eat that chocolate? Because it's kind of expensive. And I know it's pennies compared to buy a handbag, but, you know, you cut in some areas, you put it into some other areas, and it sort of balances out. But overall, I think most of us out there are just cutting down. And hearing about this World War III, it definitely does shake us up a little bit. It does. I was like thinking, oh my gosh, what am I, you know, should I be, you know, saving into gold? Even before the situation in Ukraine and Russia, I was already in this headspace of, you know, only bringing in what I need and truly find a space. And I'm only talking about handbags, okay? Because I still bought jewelry and you know, it's kind of like funneling my funds elsewhere. But when it comes to bags, I'm trying to be better about not buying too many. So I have, you know, quote unquote space in my collection now. There's a couple of gaps here and there, but it's taken me a while to buy things. So previously, I would have just jumped and bought it, like impulse purchase, like the Fendi baguette. I've been talking about it for months and months and months. I'm inching towards buying it, but I'm still not there yet. So I guess in a way, I am already, I don't know, just cutting down my expenses because I'm still buying things. But I'm more mindful and just being, you know, holding back a bit more. Only jumping at things that I know I have already wanted for a long time. VivStar_1, favorite contemporary brands. For handbags, ooh, I actually like Oraton for a contemporary brand. They are a brand in Australia. I have one of their tote bags which I use as my gym bag. It's really, really good. My gym bag takes a big beating. I actually like Longchamp. I think Longchamp would be a contemporary brand. I don't know, maybe some people come and say, no, it's not, they're high-end. Okay, maybe they are high-end. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Would you consider Longchamp high-end? They're actually affordable. They're an affordable brand. Other contemporary brands that I enjoy is usually because I know about them. So Radley is another brand. They are, I think in the UK, their logo is like a little dog. I got a couple of bags from there. I also like LoveLotsLuxury because they're lightweight, they're easy, they're fun, you got lots of collaborations. My favorite is my Hello Kitty collaboration. So I actually enjoy that. I think those are the few that I know of. Jessica Lim, Mrs. Nguyen, what do you think is an acceptable premium price for hot bags from resellers? Ooh, good question. I wouldn't pay more than 25%. Max 30. If it's like some crazy bag that I've been hunting high and low that only the resellers have, I think I would go up to 30%, and that's really reaching it. So if you're like talking about a $10,000 bag, that's like 30% more, it's 13,000. I think that would be okay if you're really hunting it down. Nowhere else sells it, you just can't find anyone else. I think that would be okay. It's not okay. Okay, it's not okay, but no choice, right? Sold out in the stores very often, you know, that happens, and that's the only place you can get it. So yeah, 30%, but I think around 20% sounds palatable. Miss Animali, now that you've got your B and K, what's next at Hermes for you? Oh, I know, I had chats with Clara and Amy, and it's like, it's a little bit like when I first got my Birkin. I was like, oh my gosh, wow, next would be Kelly. But I could never sort of like imagine getting the Kelly as well, because you just plan one at a time, especially with Hermes, it's one at a time with that such high price bags, right? So now that I got the B and the K, which is so coveted, at least for the people in Hermes, okay? So I know that it's not everybody's cup of tea, but usually you start off with the B, the K, and then you move to the rest. I honestly don't know. I feel like, okay, this is just me throwing it up in the air, but gotta save money first, okay? It's like, should I get the mini Lindy? Ask for the mini Lindy? Should I ask for Constance? It seems like it's always BKC, right? So ask for the Constance, or just maybe ask for another B or K. But that's again like, this is just me talking without actually having any financial backing to it. So throw it up there like, okay, mini Kelly. So not mini Kelly, like mini Lindy. Kelly again, or maybe a B again, or maybe a Constance. I've always thought about Constance, and I drop it out from my list, and then maybe now it's coming back into my mind. I don't have an answer for this. I just don't, because I never even visualized it. So maybe this is the point where Hermes surprises you, because it's now you're done with the two. So the next would be ... and whatever they offer you, you'll see whether I need it. So I guess maybe that's the way I'm gonna go about it. Okay, Chris_Tan 1111. You got two questions for me. What is your current favorite bag, skincare, makeup, and perfume? Ooh. Okay, my favorite bag, I'm just too lazy to walk over there. It's my Kelly, of course. It's the new kit in the closet, and I'm surprised I like it so much. So that's definitely my favorite bag. My favorite skincare at the moment. Oh, I'm enjoying my, you know what, I'm just gonna go over there. Okay, wait, hang on. Ta-da! My Sisley Le Integral Anti-Age Moisturizer. I've already gone through half of it. It's so expensive. Maybe I should buy this before the prices go up again, right? But stock up one more for this. This is so good. I love shea butter, and it makes my skin look so like good in the morning. It's so expensive. You're so expensive. Favorite makeup is always the base, but I've been quite lazy putting makeup on lately. So what I've been using is actually this Elta MD UV Physical Broad Spectrum SPF 41 as my foundation sunscreen because it's a little bit tinted and it makes my skin look really, really nice and healthy because you can't see that. You know, it has a little bit of that white cast, like whitish a bit, but it goes away because the main ingredient is it's got zinc oxide 9% and titanium dioxide, so that's the sunscreen protection. I actually really like this. It makes my skin look very healthy and has protection as well. So yeah, I would say this is my favorite skincare makeup as well. Perfume at the moment, it is the Miss Dior Hermes. It's not actually a perfume, but oh my gosh, I've been using it like a perfume. Oh, it smells so good. And Chanel number 1. I still have one little sample here. It's so nice. It's actually not a perfume as well. Oh, it's a fragrance mist. Let me spray it here. Oh, nice. So fresh and so nice, so delicate. I love it as well. Very floral. Yeah. Oh, love it. Oh, love it. I go through phases with my perfumes. Right now, I am liking this kind of like flowery, floral, you know, a bit soft, delicate, girly perfumes. And then sometimes I like the really like manly perfumes, you know, like Tom Ford ombre leather. Let me show you. Look at this black bottle. Woo! This is a strong perfume. You've got sandalwood, it's got incense, it's wow, it's so strong. I don't even know what's the notes. I can smell incense. There's a little bit of some woody smell, like maybe it's sandalwood. Or maybe it could be cedarwood as well. Wow, it's very strong. It's very, and then like leather, like smoky smell. Or this one, Portrait of a Lady. Woo! Wow. This is the kind of perfume where, you know, some people, where they like go, and then you step into the elevator with them, the lift, and you're like, and they're all oblivious, right? Because they're like, ooh, Portrait of a Lady. Yeah, that's the kind of perfume here. Which, you know, sometimes I like. This is the kind of perfume like I would use maybe at night. It's raining, it's a bit cooler. This is the kind of perfume that kind of goes. But like today, it's so hot. You use this, you kill people, okay? Celia Go, I dare not step into H store in SG, Singapore. Any advice? Go with a friend. That's one way to get a feel of the store. Step in with a friend who, you know, knows or is familiar with, you know, buying from Hermes, or maybe she has an essay that you can just follow her with. I think that gives you a bit of, you know, like a kind of leeway into the store. I think that would be very helpful. But if you don't have any friends to go with you for Hermes, then I would say just walk in, line up, go in. Like any luxury store, they are intimidating. You know, they'll look at you like, are you gonna buy anything? Let it be, you know, because that is them. And just explore what you want to explore. I know it's easier said than done, but for every luxury store, I feel the same. When I go to Dior, I feel a bit like, oh, I'm not really shopping. I'm just checking it out. Or if I go into Chanel, you know, they look you up and down. But I'm kind of a bit rebellious, because the more they look me up and down and entertaining me, the more I want to stay and irritate them, okay? So I think going in and just explore what you want to see. If you want to see shoes, go and see shoes. asked to try. If you don't want to try, that's fine, but don't be afraid, because I think the essays can sense that you are a bit like this. So you just walk in confidently, like, hey, I want to check out some shoes. I've heard about your shoes. They're really nice. Heard so much about Orans, if that's you've never tried Orans before or whatever. And they will be glad to help you because they are there to help you. And I find the Hermes essays, they tend to be a little bit friendlier than the Chanel ones. Some of the Chanel ones in certain stores, they really like, they got this face, you know, like really could not be bothered kind of face. It's a bit annoying. So have a couple of ideas on what you want to see. Because the thing about now is a lot of the items in the store are sold out. So if let's say you say, I only want to see twirlies, you walk in 2 seconds and say, oh, there are no twirlies. Then you're stuck, right? You're stuck with like, oh, then you walk out. Then it kind of feels a bit odd, right? So I would recommend you have 2 or 3 things to look at. Usually people would want to look at maybe their twirlies, their silks, and then shoes, and then possibly check out their makeup. Maybe some of their accessories, you know, you can go take a look at the shelves. They have it there, you can try it out. So at least be in the store for like 15-20 minutes just to explore, get a feel of how it is to be inside. And I don't find them to be very intimidating as long as you are forward with them. Miss Karina Claire, how much is your maintenance fees for your luxury watches? Ooh. Well, I don't service my watch every single year, and even though it's recommended, because I don't really use them that much to need them to be serviced all the time. But the few times that I've got my watch serviced, it is about, it could run between 500 to 1,000 per service. And usually those are full service. They remove things, they change the spring, they change like maybe the some stuff inside, like some of the screws, you know, just make sure it's winding, they test it and all that. So my Omega, when I got it serviced, that was a few years ago, the service was like 500 Singapore dollars. But then when I got my other watch, was it my Cartier? No, I can't remember which one. I think it was my Cartier watch service. Wow, that was a lot. I think that was like almost $900. I helped my boss service one of her watches, and because it had diamonds and all that, I had to take it out. I think that was like 1,000. So I think it depends on the watch that you have as well, and obviously the brand. I have no idea how much the service for a Rolex would be. If any of you have a Rolex, whether it's the sports version, the Submariner is what, the diver version, let us know how much does it cost to do a service for those watches. I think it's a lot more. Hampshire Mummy, you have 2 questions for me. What's next for you? Constance 24 or Romina Lindy? So a little bit like Miss Animali. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Maybe not a 24. I feel 24 is a little large for me. But maybe a Constance 18. So you know what? Let me do a poll. Let me do a poll in this Q&A. Which would you go for? If you, any of you, even if you don't have an Hermes bag, but if you had a choice, would you go for a mini Lindy or would you go for a Constance 18? Let me know. Vote down below. Voting polls are open. I don't know. I like both. Okay, I like both. And I just don't know. Your other questions, please discuss brands like Valextra, Mona, and Delvaux. Okay, we can definitely do that in the luxury live show, or you know, maybe if I am into it, I can do a little bit of like check out these bags. What do you think? Like, you know, I'll just do like, you know, screenshots of bags and just talk about that. If you want me to do that, let me know. Okay, Overjoyed. Is there anything you wish you had done or quit doing earlier in life? Whoa. Definitely number 1. I wish I did not go running on that fateful night where I fell down and cracked my kneecap. Oh my gosh, if I could turn back time, I would tell myself, don't be so itchy backside and stay at home, okay? You don't need to be running, doing a 10-kilometer run at night, okay? Because you fell down and today you are suffering. So that's one thing I wish I didn't do. One thing I wish I did in life earlier, there are 2 things that I wish I did. I wish I did a little better in life if I could. One of it is maybe I should have been an instructor earlier. It has been a very fulfilling passion to teach, and I think I'm really good at it, but I didn't take it seriously. So I wonder if I put more effort and be more into the fitness industry, where my parallel life would be. I may not be where I am, but it would have been a very different thing. I just feel like it was a calling that I just didn't I didn't jump into it. I mean, I'm very happy that I have the opportunity now. I feel like I made a lot of friends through the gym, but I wondered if I pushed on a little harder when I was younger, I could be doing something very, very, very different today. So that's something that I, kind of wish that I pursued a bit more intensely. The other thing, obviously, is YouTube. Though, yes, I've been on YouTube on this channel for 7 years, but again, very similar to my gym life, it's sort of like a side thing that I was like, yeah, okay. But it's surprisingly very fulfilling, and I enjoy it. I enjoy being on camera. I enjoy connecting to people, made friends through YouTube, which, who would have thought, right? So I do wonder what my life would have been if I was more, more committed to it. I'm committed, but like all the way. What if I was full-time, or what if I was that? I feel like a lot of this side passions, maybe being brought up as the way I'm brought up, and I'm not dissing my life, okay, but it's not like a real quote unquote real job. Real job is a corporate job. Real job is earning a monthly salary, working for a company, and I love my job. My boss is great and all, but these side things, they also are very fulfilling. And I wonder, okay, I mean, it's too late now, okay, it's too late now. But I wonder if in life I took that leap of faith and said, I'm gonna do it because this is something I enjoy. It may not bring a lot of money at the beginning, but it may be risky as well. But what if it was good, So anyway, it's a very typical kind of like life, right? Definitely, I wonder what it would be like. Kimyon92, do you know the brand Audipat? I'm probably butchering that. Audipat. I don't know. But when I saw your comment, I went online to check it out, and I was pleasantly surprised. It looks like Forêt La Page. It looks a little bit like that kind of canvas from Goyard as well. I actually really like it. I thought it's different. It looks very well constructed. So maybe I'll do a video on this brand and just talk about a few of their bags. Kind of nice. I think there was one like tote bag, don't remember right now, that I actually went in and like check it out a little bit. I do wonder if they have more bags in store than online. Their online store was a bit like, I'm not sure where the bags were, but interesting. Thank you for the introduction. Let's do a video on it in the future. So I feel like it's not wise unless you are going to a very safe city. Like if you're coming to Singapore, sure, bring your expensive bags. Walk around with your expensive bags. It's really safe. Or if you're going to Japan, sure. But if you're going to a country where, crime rate is unfortunately higher than expected, or, pickpockets, I'd say leave your expensive bags at home because it's just not worth the hassle, not worth spoiling your holiday. Fluffed Up, what is the most unique bag in your collection? Ooh, okay, I have two. Let me take one. This is one of the unique bags that I have in my collection. This is the... I forgot the name. Veryhappygemlin BB from the Runway collection in I think it was 2019. And yeah, this is one of it just because it's very unique in color. It's like a lunchbox. It's super, super fun and kind of neutral in a way because it's the damier is black and gray or white, and then it's got a couple of fun colors, but overall it's still quite like a dark colored bag. Look, a little toy bag. So this is one of my unique bags. Then one of my non-luxury bags, don't have it with me. It's actually from my brother. It is a bag from Tibet. So he went for a holiday and I told him, can you get me a local bag from Tibet? I remember they have handmade bags. Can you please find me one? So he got me one and it's very unique, like handmade, really cool looking, and yeah, that's also very unique in my collection. Stella_KP. Other than your friends who we know, who do you like to watch on YouTube? Lux related content. Oh, okay. I like to watch. I'm probably gonna forget some, but if I remember, I'll put them all in the description section down below. I like Jessiestyle. She's from Australia. I've been watching her content for years now. I think when she started, she's like, really cute, and I kind of like it. So she started off when she had a lot of dolls and little trinkets on her bags, and I was like, oh my gosh, this girl got so many charms. So I used to watch, I watched her. I also watch another, I think she's also in Australia, Dani-O. She's a smaller YouTuber, but I enjoy her content because she's very creative in doing her cutouts, and you know, she likes to change her position in the house. It's really, really nice. I feel like she's got a lot of potential in the luxury content, so I like watching her. I also like watching, oh my gosh, I'm gonna forget their names. Life with Lokie is another person that I watch because she does a lot of Hermes content and she's very articulate, so I like to watch her. Watch Dayle's Addiction. She does a lot of chats and discussions, and she's articulate, and I don't know, she's really, really funny, so I like to watch her. KKlovescc is also another YouTuber that I watch. She is very articulate, and I don't know, about when I listen to her, she's so soft-spoken, and you know, she's very, you know, measured and thoughtful in her presentation, so I like to watch her as well. I'm trying to think of who else do I watch. Oh my gosh, I watch so much luxury content that I cannot remember now. Can't remember all of them at the top of my head, but I will list them down below. Those, at least the top 10 YouTubers that I watched today. Hello Shah, will you be trying the new Hermes complexion balm? I have tried it. I got a sample in the color 30 Facel. It's nice, but I have to say that my Elta MD is actually better. It's more hydrating. The Hermes one looks a little dry when first put on because it's not very hydrating, so it does cling on to my dry patches around my nose and around my you know, this part here, right around my nose, but it lasts the whole day. And you know, once your oils start to come through on the skin and mixes with the balm, it actually looks really nice. So towards maybe the 1 hour mark, I actually feel like the foundation or this balm looks nice. But am I gonna pay like hundreds over dollars when I can buy this? That is the question. So we'll see. We'll see. I haven't jumped and buying the full thing yet. I have tried it and I like color number 30 Ficel. Answer and Jam. Chanel Coco Handle? Okay, so your question is just Chanel Coco Handle, like a question, right? So I think you're asking if I like it or I don't like it, will I buy it? So I'm just gonna answer it in that, if I'm assuming that's your question. No, it's not really for me. It's very girly. I am kind of warming up to it the more I see people use it, but I don't know, if between that and a trendy CC or between that and a Chanel 19, I still go for the others, or even a mini rectangular. I feel like I'll go with that than the Coco Handle. It's not that it's not a nice bag, it's just that the look of the bag kind of looks very girly for me. I have another question. You have given up on Chanel to go for Hermes? The answer is no, I haven't. I love both brands, but I'm more careful with what I buy with Chanel because, you know, I can't buy both. I can buy both if I really wanted to. It'd just be extra poor. But I feel like I'd rather buy Hermes first than Chanel because Chanel, you know, I love their things. Their things are fun. but it's so expensive now, so it's sort of really picking and choosing what I can get from Chanel. I feel like with Hermes, there's just more things to buy, like t-shirts, tops, jackets, pants, makeup, nail polish, stuff like that. I just feel like I would want to spend there first, then buy Chanel, but it doesn't mean I have given up on Chanel. Ian Vivian, do you regret selling your Chanel Jumbo? The big bag trend may be back again. So I recently sold my Chanel Jumbo to my favorite YouTuber, my favorite luxury makeup YouTuber, Michelle Wong. When she texted me and said that, hey, Kat, are you selling this? I didn't know you're selling this. I'm interested. And I was just like, oh my gosh, my favorite YouTuber is gonna carry my bag. I was so happy that my bag was going to another bag lover. Like selling is very emotional for me because I buy my things for keep. I don't buy to sell, okay? Even though I say, oh my gosh, I could sell it for more. I don't. I really buy them to use them. And when I sell them, it's a bit like, it takes a lot. Like, so stupid, right? It's just a bag. But it takes a lot. It takes like the effort of selling and me asking myself, why did I bring it to my collection in the first place? Or am I making a mistake? So when I knew it was going to a person who loves bags, she's never sold any of her other bags, I felt like, oh my gosh, my bag is going to a great home. So I was really happy for letting it go. I don't regret it because it has been not used. I feel, what's the word? Is the word melancholy? I feel a little sentimental, a bit emotional that it's gone because it is my first Chanel handbag. I have so many memories about that bag, traveling between Singapore and Malaysia with it, taking it for work, just really like bougie bag with it. Buying it, especially, I remember going to the Chanel KLCC with my husband and telling him, I'm like, I'm gonna buy this bag. And it was mind-blowing, so much money. I just started working in Singapore. So, wow, so I have memories. I'm emotional in that sense, but I don't regret it because the bag was too big for me. It was too heavy for what I use it for. So I think I have, the big bag trend is coming back, and it's not that I'm against big bag trends, but if I were to get a new big bag again, it's gotta be light. I would go with a squishy big bag. I think that's why I'm looking for a big bag, like a squishy, soft, easy-going big bag. That maybe will go with the trend, but I'm not looking for it because of the trend. I'm looking for it because I do need a bigger bag, but I don't need a big bag that's so heavy. I don't drive in Singapore, and that bag is, it's not giving me backache, but because I put my things inside, I feel like it's just heavier than what I've been using because I've downsized to smaller bags. I've downsized to all my mini bags, my rectangular bags. Even this bag, it's light. So, I don't know. I just feel like I'm moving towards lighter bags a little bit more. And if I want a bigger bag again, I want to go with something that is lightweight. Wendy H. Peng, what's your opinion on getting pre-LoveLux bags? Any recommended seller in Singapore? I think go for it. Make sure you buy from a reputable reseller or at least a seller. I usually like to use LoveLotsLuxury to buy my secondhand bags. She does them with good prices. And I also like to use, if you're looking for like Hermes, I like to use YASAuthenticSellers. I like to use Finklepuff, or I also like to use Luxlexicon if you're looking for secondhand Hermes bags. I think they only sell Hermes bags, but I think YASAuthenticSellers sells some Chanel as well, and Chanel and LV. So if I can find, if I remember, I'll put their IGs down below. You can check them out. They're very, very big in Singapore. 2 more questions. I am Jess Schindler. 2 questions from you. Do you ever feel guilty spending all the luxury instead of helping your aging parents? I do. My parents are such simple people. My dad told me quite recently that, he's just so happy now that the 3 children have grown up. We've got our own jobs. We're happy, we're working, we're healthy. That's all he as a parent, oh my God, I'm tearing up just talking about it. He as a parent could ever ask for, and he doesn't need anything else. So, it's not that he's poor or we are poor, they live such simple lives. And what I do is, when we go for holidays, I pay for everything. I make sure they don't pay anything. They have their little bit of money, but I buy the flight ticket. I will make sure that our brothers, we just, we as the children just contribute to that. And when we go out for dinner, I pay for dinner. But other than that, they don't ask for anything more from us. There was one time their TV blew. I said, Papa, I'll buy the TV for you. So whenever I know they have extra expenses, that's when I chip in. But otherwise, I don't feel guilty if I'm not sponsoring their entire life, because they don't expect that from us at all. They don't. And I think they don't want to rely on us as well. I think that's one of the things my dad told me is they want to make sure that they can be independent from us. But sure, come on, chip in if you ever want to. I don't feel guilty buying luxury because I know when there are things that are luxury for them, I am buying it. So, like I said, travel, dinners, expensive things that are out of the blue, TVs and those luxuries, I am buying it for them. Or whenever I know there's something happening, I will pay for it. So those are the luxuries for them. And I think it's kind of the balance in a way, maybe. I don't know. That's in my head. Your next question. Would you consider visiting Clara now that restrictions have started to ease? Absolutely! However, I think Hong Kong's in lockdown. So Clara, let me know whenever Hong Kong opens up. I'm coming. You're bringing me to all these fancy coffee houses that you go and I see on Instagram. We're going for dim sum. We're going for some really cheap hawker side food. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I love Hong Kong. I love to go and eat. Okay, shopping. There's shopping in Singapore, so let's not do shopping, okay? Because I can't be shopping all the time. But we can definitely eat, have coffee, walk around. Oh my gosh, even just talking about it, I'm already excited. I would love to. Okay, so Clara, just let me know. Hong Kong anytime. Singapore anytime, come here. And where else? Australia, we're waiting for Isabel to say, come over. Canada, okay, Amy, you're way too far. Maybe you gotta come over here. But yes, anytime, man. I would love to travel. Okay, those are all the questions. Oh my gosh, those are all the questions. I'm gonna put my lipstick. Let me put some lipstick on. Those are all the questions. I hope you enjoy this month's Q&A and my answers to them. I love these videos, so I do hope you will participate in April's Q&A. Remember to follow me on Instagram. That is where I will post a request for questions. Otherwise, everyone, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I do hope you are subscribed. And yeah, take care. Make sure you stay safe. Whatever it is, stay safe. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!